Right, today I'm going to talk about schools and parking outside it. On Storm the other day, this gentleman was on it. It was a young black guy, don't know his name, didn't quite catch it. But he was going on about it being unhealthy for the children. Parents shouldn't park outside because they're idling and they smoke and the fumes are bad for the kids. Well, he's not in the real world. He's got no kids. He hasn't got to drive them to school, drop them off, and get to work. Because if he doesn't do that, he'll lose his job. The kids can't go to school, and the children will be on welfare. So let's get facts straight, right? First of all, this council apparently up in the north are planning to charge £35 fines. I'm not sure if they're going to use these camera things or they're going to have wardens out there, whatever it is, but they're going to have it. So if anyone is parked, not double parked, not parked in yellow lines, parked quite legally on a normal road, on a normal street, they'll be fined £35. Are they legal? Can they do that? We pay a lot of tax for the street to drive on it and park where we want. If we're not doing anything illegal, how can they charge us £35 fine for parking their schools? You're not allowed to. So anyone who lives there, I hope they can't park outside their house either. Because I see their cars outside the house, I should be making a complaint. Where's their £35 fine? Because they're there 24/7. Not allowed. That needs to be dealt with. But the issues was, right, he says kids are expected with fumes park further away so others cannot get the fumes. So I drop my kids off at school. I have to park further away. So I'm going to be late for work because I'm parked further away. I've got to walk to the school, drop them off, walk back to the car. That's not acceptable because then I lose my job. And then what happens? Or I could drop the kids off further away, say, bye-bye kids, see yourself, walk back. I'll just see my way off to work. Goodbye. And then get accosted, they get knifed, they get into a fight. Even worse still, paedophiles hang around, we just do not know. So you're taking away the safety of me dropping the kids off at the school gates, seeing them go inside the school. I'm one of those who get there half an hour early because I have a disability. I cannot walk very far. I start to lose my breath and I can't breathe. My legs work perfectly all right, but my lungs won't take me to well. If I get out of breath, and I don't know how to get back. I've sit down for 20 minutes to get my breath back to even start the walk back again. So for me, it's a no-no. So what would I do with the kids? I mean, I go there half an hour early so I can park legally outside the school. And when I pick the kids up, they come to the gate now because they got the older. Before I used to have to walk in, and the school very kindly allowed me to go into the reception and wait for my younger one. And the older one would come up because I couldn't walk all the way around the school. I'd be out of breath. Now with this new thing, if I can't even park on the street, I've got to park maybe 2 or 3 streets away. There's no way I can walk back. So then I have to say to the kids, right, you got to walk up to see Mummy. Now, where would you know where Nana or Mummy is? You wouldn't have a clue where we are because each day could be a different street. So how would the kids meet us? And I certainly could not walk that down there to get them. It would be an impossibility. I'd be out of breath. They'd have to push me back to the car. So that's a no-no. And also, if you're parked outside, it's a nice residential area. It's never, ever any parents sitting there idling with a car. Never, ever. And directly outside the school, they got those school yellow lines, dotted lines all the way along, like for around 400 meters on the side of the school. So no one could ever park there. And opposite, there's so many people got drop drives. There's nowhere to park either. You're lucky you get a half a car between each house. You're lucky if you get that. So it's quite a long way away to park anyway. So there's no danger at all. No danger, fumes idling, nothing. The parents don't hang out the gates because it opens a 9:15. They get there, they push the kids in and they're off. Because most of the parents are rushing back. There's loads that walk down there who live in the area. I see them in their buggies, they push chairs, they walk with the kids, loads. They don't drive there. In all fairness, even if I live next door, I'd probably drive to the school because I do not walk. I'm a lazy person, so I drive anywhere. I live on the next street, I drive to it. But that's me. A lot of people don't do it. And you can't be telling people who pay like £30 a year road tax that you can't drive on that road because of the kids. Well, you know, what happened to the other kids who live on the other street? They're all right, they can get the fumes. It's only the ones that walk into the gates don't get it. It's a pathetic, stupid thing. It's a way of making money off of us. Now, if you're parked on the pavement, so a wheelchair can't get by, neither can a buggy or something like that, then slap a £35 fine on them, because that's unfair. If they park on the bend, which many people do, and I can't get round the bend because there's one on that bend, one on that bend, so it's impossible. Slap a £35 fine on them, because that's it. And they do that a lot. Parents are very inconsiderate. I see what they do. They block people's driveways. I've seen them do it. That's unfair. Slap a fine on them. I would never, ever impose on someone's driveway, ever, ever in life. I have stopped there to drop my grandson off, because as I stop, he's out the car in 2 seconds. There's no car in the driveway, so it ain't going anywhere. I say, bye, darling, and that's it. And that's how I've moved off. Not stop there, not idling the car, not idling, waiting for the gates to open, nothing like that. Because the gates open at 8:45, then I've got to be until 9, so I can drop him off at 10 to 9. Very, very rarely do I do that. Most times I get somewhere to park and I walk down. Oh, he doesn't like me walking with him really. He loves me dropping him off. He just goes in. But that's it. So I do not do anything. Another thing people do, they're unbelievable. They just, I think mothers or fathers or parents in general are very inconsiderate and bad drivers, because the abuse and things that people want to hit each other, you want to drive into cars, is unbelievable. I've never seen so much road rage with drivers, because they're all rushing to get somewhere. But they're not stopping and idling, and they're entitled to drive on that road. They pay road tax. So they're not allowed to park there. I shall start a complaint and start a petition saying the ones who live there can't park there either, because I can't be in the street and I pay tax, neither can they be. Park outside their house? No, 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 no. Park on your drive. You got to drop drive. If you haven't, tough luck. Cars are not allowed to park there. And maybe they might say only in school hours, okay? They can't park there. So if they live there, get up in the morning quickly before 8:30, move your car, because no car allowed on the road, not by the schools. So make sure it's moved. And then at lunchtime, make sure it's moved. And at tea time, make sure it's moved when the kids come out. So that's, for me, a right hindrance. It's a pathetic idea. There are lots of ignorant parents, what I said, and they're not thinking of dangers. They think they're making money out of it. So if you're disabled, what do? How are you going to get the kids to school? You're going to park somewhere and walk by? What if the kid's disabled? How do you do with that? It's a no-no. It's not working out. I mean, where I drop my grandkids off, no one can stop on those lines, because they're really hot on it. We got traffic wardens coming down there, and we never know when they're coming, so you're not going to do it. It's clear. No one is stopping there. Odd one, take a chance. I've not seen it myself, but that's what it's for. Then we got some stupid people who put these cones on the corner so you can't park there. I feel like moving it myself. That's what right? Because I asked, it's not the traffic warden, it's not the government. It's these stupid people who live there. They think they've got to right. And English people are so polite, aren't they? They don't want to cause trouble. They won't move it. And that's not me. I'd like to go there and just kick them out of the way and move them. But because my grandson goes there, I can't do it, because, someone says that woman's a hooligan and it's not fair on him. But if I had my way, I'd move them. They've got the right to put it there. They don't pay for that, and it shouldn't be there. And I could park there, because it's not an illegal place to park. It's the person who lives there don't want it there. She's a right nasty little person who lives in one of those houses. She sits on the fence and tells you can't park there. So don't do that to me, because I'll park there all the more. She has no right, no legal right. I'm not blocking her drive. I can park there I want. It's legal. So she's probably one of those who are doing it. So I'm just letting everyone know that please, if you agree with me, and we get this petition going, if they do start it, it's only in the air now, it's not definite. Get this petition going. We'll make sure that it does not happen, because it cannot happen. This lady says there's a bus to the school. Well, there's a bus. It's a very well kept secret, because I don't know about it. My grandkids live nearly 4 miles away from the school. We couldn't walk there. And if I drove there, which I do drive there, I have to drop them off. I can't wait there and park and go there, because I wouldn't make it down. I'll be out of breath. And there's lots of people like me. And my daughter, she goes to work, so she has to drop them off and literally go off to work, because she's got to be in work. She got around half an hour to spare, if that. So if she has to walk there, that means goodbye to her job, because there's no way she could do both. So those are the things they've got to take in consideration. There's no school bus. If there's a bus and you're at the top of the street, you put the kids on it, great. There's none of that. And catchment area where we live, I think it's got 3 schools that you're entitled to go to, that you can go to. The one that my grandkids go to is not in their area. The one that's in their area is still at least 3 miles. I don't think there's any within walking distance. No, there's none within walking distance of them. So, you know, what do you do? Constantly need to think of it and make another thing. You know, this woman, as I said, who said about the buses, please enlighten us. We'd like to know where this bus is. She lives in that street, she says, and she can watch all the cars and the noise that going past her house. Well, don't live on that street, is what I say. Move. Because that school's been there for ages. When you bought your house, you could see the school there. It's the only school on a big residential area. It's a lovely area, residential, as I said, and the school's there. But the school was there before the houses. So I don't know what they're talking about. Move. If I live next to a pub, I'd expect to have rowdiness on Friday night, Saturday night. I can't complain. I want the pub closed or no one to come in there to drink, because I knew that. They need to get their act together. So I hope everyone's listening to me, and I hope everyone take action with me if I do. Hope to hear from you all soon. Bye-bye.